I've had an amazing time in Cavite, but it's time to go back to Manila to visit Smith Butcher and Grill Room, a highly rated steakhouse. They serve the largest selection of the finest steaks from all over the world, and I was excited to sit with Steve Scudder, the head chef, to find out more about this exquisite establishment. So I'm here at Smith Butcher and Grill Room in Salcedo Village in Makati. Behind me here, to my right, are different steaks, all prime, which is a rare find here in Manila. So I'm hoping that they'll let me taste some of it or all of it. We shall see. So I'm here with Chef Steve. Tell us how you came about the name, Smith.
Smith is like a blacksmith, mealsmith.
Right.
It's a working man.
Like a bladesmith, even in our chef's world and things like that.
Yeah, so that's where the name really comes from.
Tell us about the concept of Smith Butcher and Grill Room. I know that you said that you were a part of the whole birth of the restaurant.
Yeah, I was here since the beginning. Our main concept, of course, is to be the best steakhouse in the world, if possible.
Right.
Because we get steaks from around the world. But it also has to be sustainable and natural growth, and you know, there's a lot of shortcuts and stuff like that the farmers take. We actually pick our farms that are sustainable.
That's great. So even the farms are handpicked.
Yeah, oh yes. It's very important that you know where your meat is coming from.
Okay. So Icy and Tom had chosen you because I know that you were at Intercontinental, Prince Albert, the head chef over there. Did you guys even do much steaks there?
Prince Albert is a steakhouse.
It is a steakhouse.
Yeah.
I'd never been.
Yeah, it's actually known for its prime rib.
When you guys were talking about the steaks and the concept of it, it was always going to be a steakhouse.
It was always going to be a steakhouse. In the modern times in the Philippines, we can actually get in really good steaks from anywhere in the world we want to get. Speaking of steaks, here we are.
Tell us about the steaks that we have in front of us.
What we have in front of us is a Wagyu, which is a Japanese cow, but this is grown in the U.S. That's why we call it Wagyu.
Explain the whole thing to us.
Outside of Japan, we call it Wagyu.
Right.
That means it's a Japanese cow, not grown in Japan. If it comes from Japan itself, then we call it by the name of its prefecture. Like Kobe beef comes from Kobe, Saka beef comes from Matsusaka, Omi beef comes from Omi, and there's several others.
And so, I'm sorry, which one was this again?
This is actually Snake River Farms Wagyu. The gold label's marbling 8. It goes a little bit higher. The Wagyu grown outside of Japan, maximum I've seen was 10.
Okay.
Marbling 10,
right,
which is about 20%.
Marbling are the fine threads of fat that runs through the meat. It is what gives beef its flavor, juiciness, and tenderness.
What I have here is a 45-day dry-aged ribeye. Prime, of course, because I only have prime.
Yes,
from the U.S. And this is actually organic sirloin from Australia.
I'm really excited to try these. I'm a bit giddy about it.
Get it while it's getting hot.
Do you have a favorite cut or steak, or does it change?
It changes. You know, I can't say that I have a favorite because I try them all the time, and they'll
have to.
Oh yeah, every new delivery I have to cut a piece off and try it. Especially the European steaks, they have a little bit consistency issue because of they're grown natural, and they're all free range, grass fed, so sometimes they get a little bit too tough. So I have to check them especially. 5 years ago, this couldn't be done because the laws restricted the importations of beef from different parts of the world. Importers weren't interested in getting from Europe. In Japan, it wasn't legal to export in Japan. So now it's all come together, so we're able to get from all over the world, which couldn't be done before.
Tell us about your process. So you put salt and pepper, you grill it, and then you said you put it...
Then I put it in a really, really hot salamander just to get it a sear.
A good sear on it.
Yeah. If you get such good meat, you don't have to cover it up.
Right. So what would you do? Someone comes in here, orders a steak, and says, I want well done.
I will cry. I will.
It happens.
It happens all the time, unfortunately.
In our culture here in the Philippines, that's what we're used to.
True. actually, if you're actually handling the local beef, because it's just hanging there in the blinky in the sun.
So take note, you guys can eat this because it's quite delicious. Medium rare. If you have to medium, but any more than that, I feel like
More than that,
it's like you're compromising the quality of this good, great quality meat.
Yeah, it's sayang to have such a great cut.
Yeah, sayang.
And then cook it to death. It's really such a waste of money.
Just get a carne asada burrito, right?
Yeah, get a
Charred to
hamburger.
death.
Yeah. Actually, I do have hamburgers here, and they're really, really good too.
I bet.
I use the trimmings because the end cuts. There's the end cuts that I can't use. But they make great hamburgers.
Yeah, because they have a lot of that juicy fat flavor.
Yeah, typically they're the tough bits because they have the more tissue in it. So I cut that off and I use that for hamburgers. It makes great hamburgers. Again, medium at best for the hamburger. It's not like a Big Mac where you don't know what's inside.
Yeah, we still don't know what's inside. I think that's still a mystery, actually.
Yeah, so this one you know what's inside. You can even see it.
This is a little bit different than our palengke here. So you have your butchery behind here, which is quite beautiful. So you have the Matsusaka over there.
Matsusaka. This is actually the beginning of the dry aging.
Okay.
The whole slab there. We put that on salt and leave it in our refrigerator, which is a special refrigerator. It actually is made for dry aging. What it has is a full circulation of air and a humidity control. This will be another 43 days.
43 days, yeah.
The one we just finished, so we start again. It's a never-ending process. And actually, this will only last a couple of days.
Chef Steve, thank you so much for being here with us and coming back for us and with these delicious offerings that you have. Cheers to you and Smith. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I have Titas here, which is the head mixologist. That's the word. And I have a good life. Look at the 3 drinks that he has made for me. So, Titas, can you tell me about the drinks that I'm about to maybe get buzzed on?
We started with a classic, and it's one of our best sellers. It's French 75. It's gin, lemon juice, and a bit of sugar and champagne.
I like gin.
Gin and champagne works very well together.
Because I feel like it's refreshing. Yep, yeah, and it is.
It's a good drink to start the evening off.
That's how I'm starting my evening. Oh man. And I'm gonna have more right here. So which one is this?
The second one is our signature. It's a roasted fish that contains gin, lemon, egg white, and soda.
Oh, okay, egg white. And I'm supposed to drink it with a straw?
Yes.
It's the fastest way to get a little tipsy.
A long drink.
Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah.
It's fresh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very popular. It's one of ours.
Is it? Great.
And
Tell us about this one.
Will be kind of for dessert. It's a Frangelico flip. So it's Frangelico, whole egg, and some lemon juice. And it's really
I see coffee beans on there, right?
Yes.
Are we supposed to?
They're more garnish.
Okay, so don't chew on that or anything.
You can. It's not worth it.
Oh, that's true. I like coffee. I like coffee beans. Usually chocolate covered. Mmm. It tastes like cake or something.
It is kind of good.
It is. It tastes like
nutty,
it tastes like cake. Yeah.
It's got whole egg in it, so.
I can see how easily someone can get smashed because they're so delicious. So for you, what is your favorite drink here?
I like Manhattan.
The Manhattan.
Old-fashioned. But yeah, I like to experiment. I would offer for the ladies, obviously, one of these.
Well, you got me because all 3 I like. I really like. So you're from Lithuania. Tell me the story of how you ended up here. Is it for Smith Butcher?
Yes.
It is.
Yes, I arrived to work for the company. So I lived in London before for 7 years. I wanted to move, make a move. And, yeah, they found me there in London and brought me here. Yeah.
So how's that? So how's the adjustment? I mean, you get rain here and in London.
It's more warmer.
It is warmer. I mean,
Yeah, so far I'm loving it.
okay, good. So through time, I'm sure you're gonna have to learn some Tagalog words if you haven't yet.
Salam.
Salamat. That's good. And definitely, that's what I want to say to you. Salamat po. Thank you so much for having us here, and thank you for my drinks. Appreciate it. Cheers to you.